General Hospital spoilers. In recent days, the General Hospital, GH, fan community has been shaken by the unexpected news that Jonathan Jackson, the actor who had long portrayed Lucky Spencer, decided to leave his role after returning to the show less than a year ago. This abrupt departure left many fans confused and uncertain, especially since Jackson's return in August 2024 had been eagerly anticipated. His return had sparked high hopes of a fresh dynamic in the storyline, filled with new developments and character arcs that would revitalize the show. However, in a shocking twist, just a few months later, Jackson announced his decision to leave GH, leaving many unanswered questions. The reasons behind his departure go beyond personal matters and seem to be tied to a simmering rivalry between Jackson and Rory Gibson, the actor who recently took over the role of Michael Corinthos. Rory Gibson, despite his relatively recent addition to GH, has garnered significant attention for his portrayal of Michael. Not only has he seamlessly stepped into the role, but he has also captured the essence of Michael Corinthos so authentically that fans are already proclaiming him as the definitive portrayal of the character. His performance blends the strength and vulnerability of a grown man grappling with complex emotions, perfectly capturing Michael's transformation over the years. This new dynamic has, ironically, cast a shadow over Jonathan Jackson's return as Lucky. While Jackson's re-entry to the show in August 2024 was impactful, the storyline for Lucky's character quickly fell short of expectations. Despite having a prominent return, Lucky's arc did not develop as many fans had hoped. The character was not given much room to evolve, and his screen time was relatively limited. As a result, his presence in GH felt somewhat overshadowed by the newer, more dynamic performances of characters like Michael, which were rapidly gaining fan attention. It is this shift in focus that may have contributed to the speculation surrounding Jackson's decision to leave. While Jackson has always been a beloved figure among GH fans, the fact that his return didn't lead to a significant storyline for Lucky might have made him feel sidelined. In contrast, Rory Gibson's performance as Michael brought fresh energy to the show, leading many to believe that a certain level of competition had developed between the two actors, whether consciously or unconsciously. Gibson's portrayal of Michael may have unintentionally created a sense of rivalry, with some suggesting that Jackson felt his place on the show was being overshadowed. This unspoken competition between the two actors, combined with Jackson's already challenging schedule and personal commitments, may have led him to reassess his future on the show. Jackson has since addressed his departure in an interview with TV Insider, explaining that the primary reason for his exit was the difficulty of balancing his work on GH with his personal life. Residing in Nashville, Tennessee, while the show is filmed in Los Angeles, California, posed a significant challenge. The constant travel back and forth between the two cities began to take a toll on his time with his family, his wife and 3 children. Although he had tried to find a balance between his family obligations and his commitment to the show, he ultimately realized that the toll it was taking on his personal life made it unsustainable. Despite his deep love for the role and his gratitude for the opportunity to return to GH, Jackson acknowledged that his priorities had to shift, and he could no longer continue. While Jackson's personal reasons were certainly a contributing factor, the dynamics surrounding his role as Lucky cannot be overlooked. Despite his character's return, the lack of significant storyline development for Lucky may have made it even more difficult for Jackson to justify staying. As Gibson's portrayal of Michael continued to shine and draw more attention, Jackson's limited screen time and underdeveloped plotlines left fans wondering what might have been if Lucky had been given more depth or more crucial story arcs to explore. At the time of Jackson's departure, the production team at General Hospital has yet to officially comment on the reasons behind his exit, leaving fans to speculate further. However, despite the uncertainty, the show's audience has expressed nothing but support and understanding for Jackson's decision. His long-standing connection with GH and his contribution to the show's legacy remain undeniable, and fans are eager to see what lies ahead for the actor in future projects. Many have expressed hope that Jackson will find happiness and fulfillment in his personal life and career, even if that means stepping away from GH. As for the future of Lucky Spencer, while it seems unlikely that Jackson will return regularly to the show, there is still a possibility that the character may make occasional appearances for special moments, especially in future episodes that might center around the Spencer family or significant milestones. For now, though, fans can only look back fondly on Jonathan Jackson's iconic portrayal of Lucky and wait to see what new chapters the future holds for him. In the meantime, GH continues to evolve, and the spotlight is now firmly on Rory Gibson as Michael, whose presence on the show only grows stronger with each passing episode. Before bidding farewell to the role of Lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson spoke candidly about the reasons behind his decision to leave General Hospital, GH. In an interview with TV Insider, he revealed that the primary cause for his departure was his inability to find a balance between work and family life. Despite his deep passion for acting and his genuine appreciation for the opportunity to return to GH, Jackson explained that living in Nashville, Tennessee, while the show was filmed in Los Angeles, California, created an untenable situation. The constant commuting between the two cities took a significant toll on his ability to spend quality time with his family, especially since he is a devoted husband and father to 3 children. Jackson expressed that he had made every effort to manage the conflicting demands of family life and a demanding career. However, after months of trying to juggle both, he realized that the strain was unsustainable. The frequent travel, time away from his family, and the growing pressure to balance everything made him come to a difficult conclusion. Ultimately, he acknowledged that family had to take precedence over his professional commitments. As much as he cherished his role on General Hospital and had enjoyed reconnecting with fans, he had to put his loved ones first, and that meant stepping away from the show. His decision to leave was not easy, but it was one that he felt was necessary for his well-being and the well-being of his family. However, while Jackson's personal reasons were clearly significant, many fans couldn't help but notice another potential factor influencing his decision. The emergence of Rory Gibson, the actor who took on the role of Michael Corinthos, played a crucial role in the shifting dynamics of the show. Gibson's portrayal of Michael was nothing short of stellar, quickly winning over fans with his compelling performance and solidifying his place in the GH universe. His portrayal felt both fresh and authentic, with an emotional depth that resonated with viewers. As a result, Gibson's performance brought a new layer to the character of Michael, and in many ways, overshadowed the other storylines in the process. While Jackson's return as Lucky was meant to be a triumphant moment, the character's arc after his return didn't quite live up to expectations. Lucky's storyline lacked the depth and complexity that many had hoped for, and his presence on screen felt somewhat underdeveloped compared to the other more prominent characters on the show. This lack of narrative focus, combined with Gibson's rising success as Michael, likely made Jackson's position on GH feel less secure. With the attention shifting to newer and more dynamic portrayals, it's not hard to see how Jackson could have felt sidelined. The shift in attention toward Gibson's character likely contributed to Jackson's decision to leave. His role as Lucky, while significant to the show's history, lacked the intense storylines and emotional weight that would have allowed his character to shine in the same way that Michael's current arc was doing. As a result, Jackson's return, though impactful, didn't provide him with the same sense of fulfillment he might have expected when he first agreed to return to the show. In light of all these factors, it seems clear that while Jackson's departure was rooted in personal reasons, primarily his need to prioritize his family, it was likely influenced by the changing dynamics within General Hospital. Rory Gibson's rapid rise in prominence, coupled with the underutilization of Jackson's character, may have made it more difficult for him to continue. The combined pressures of his personal life and the evolving direction of his role on the show ultimately led to the decision that leaving GH was the best choice for him at this time. Jackson's farewell from General Hospital leaves fans with mixed emotions. While they understand the importance of family and respect his decision to step away, there is also a sense of sadness that Lucky Spencer's storyline didn't receive the closure many had hoped for. As GH continues to evolve, with characters like Michael gaining significant attention, it will be interesting to see how the show moves forward without one of its most beloved characters. Despite Jackson's departure, fans can only hope that Lucky's legacy will continue to resonate within the GH universe, even if he is no longer a central figure in the storylines. As of now, the production team behind General Hospital has yet to make an official statement regarding the true reasons behind Jonathan Jackson's decision to leave the show. The ambiguity surrounding his departure has left fans speculating, with no clear answers about whether the actor's exit was entirely personal or if there were other internal dynamics at play. Despite this, GH fans have been largely supportive of Jackson's decision to step away from the show. Even though there have been reports of behind-the-scenes changes and a growing sense of competition among the cast, particularly with the rising popularity of Rory Gibson, fans have expressed nothing but respect for Jackson's choice to prioritize his personal life. Jonathan Jackson's career has been built on years of love and dedication to the soap opera world, and while his departure is a sad moment for many who grew up watching him as Lucky Spencer, there is also a deep understanding of the necessity for him to take care of himself and his family. After all, the demands of working on GH, especially given the commute between Nashville, Tennessee, and Los Angeles, California, can be physically and mentally exhausting. For Jackson, who is also a father of 3, the ability to balance his career with his family life became increasingly difficult, and it is clear that his personal well-being needed to come first. While GH fans may have hoped for a different outcome, they understand that Jackson had to make the best choice for his future. Despite his departure from GH, Lucky Spencer remains an iconic figure in the show's rich history. Fans who have followed the character over the years feel a deep connection to the legacy of Lucky, and the void left by Jackson's absence is palpable. His portrayal of Lucky Spencer, a character full of complexity, emotional depth, and vulnerability, has earned him a special place in the hearts of many viewers. From his early days on the show, where Lucky was a beloved member of the Spencer family, to his later, more tumultuous arcs, Jackson's portrayal of the character added a unique and irreplaceable element to the soap opera's long-running narrative. Even with Jackson's exit, the character of Lucky will likely continue to be remembered as a key figure in GH's history. Many fans hope that Lucky's story won't be completely closed, and that there will be future opportunities for the character to return for special moments or significant story arcs in the future. Given the emotional weight and history that Lucky holds within the GH universe, it's not hard to imagine the character making occasional appearances in the future, even if those moments are fleeting. Whether it's for family reunions, special events, or a brief return for closure, fans will always hope that Lucky will find his way back to Port Charles when the time is right. Jackson's decision to leave GH may have left some unanswered questions, but it has also opened the door for new opportunities, both for him and for the show. His departure, while disappointing, is a reminder of the unpredictable nature of the entertainment industry and the need for actors to prioritize their personal lives and well-being. As fans, we can continue to support Jackson's decision, celebrate the incredible work he did as Lucky Spencer, and hope that he finds continued happiness and success in the future. The emotional connection between fans and the characters they love will never fade, and Lucky Spencer will always remain a significant part of the General Hospital legacy. Though Jackson may not appear regularly on screen, the impact of his portrayal of Lucky Spencer will live on. For the GH community, his time on the show has left an indelible mark, and as the show progresses, Lucky's presence will remain etched in the memories of viewers who have followed his journey over the years. So, while we may not see Jackson's Lucky in Port Charles anytime soon, fans remain hopeful that one day, the beloved character will return for a special moment that will remind us all why Lucky Spencer was such an integral part of the show for so long. Fans of General Hospital, GH, not only feel a deep sense of loss at Jonathan Jackson's departure from the role of Lucky Spencer but also hold out hope that, despite his reduced screen time, the character may still return for significant moments in the future. Jackson's portrayal of Lucky has been such a central part of the GH legacy that the thought of his absence from the show is undeniably bittersweet. Many viewers have watched Lucky Spencer grow and evolve over the years, from his early days as the charming and adventurous son of Luke and Laura to his more complex and troubled arcs later in life. His character has gone through so much emotional turmoil, love, and loss, and his presence in Port Charles has always been a symbol of the intricate relationships that define the show's storytelling. Even with Jackson's exit from GH, there remains a sense of optimism among fans. The character of Lucky Spencer is too beloved to simply fade into the background, and many feel that there will always be a possibility for him to return, even if it's only for brief appearances during pivotal moments in the future. The soap opera world is known for its surprises, and there is a possibility that Lucky could make an unexpected return during major family events or to tie up loose ends from his storyline. Whether it's a reunion with his mother, Laura, or an emotional scene involving his son, Aiden, or perhaps even a dramatic twist that brings Lucky back to Port Charles for a major story arc, the door remains open for future appearances. Fans have been vocal about their desire to see Lucky return, even if it's not as a central character in every episode. There's something special about the possibility of Lucky's character popping in for an important moment. Whether it's for a major family event like a wedding, a funeral, or some other significant occasion that would bring him back to the fold. Lucky's role as a member of the Spencer family, one of the most iconic families in General Hospital, means that his storyline will always hold some level of importance to the overarching narrative of the show, even if he isn't a full-time presence. Beyond GH, Jonathan Jackson's future is undoubtedly full of potential opportunities and challenges. With his deep experience as an actor, his commitment to his craft, and his undeniable talent, Jackson's departure from GH doesn't signal the end of his career, it simply opens the door to new ventures. The entertainment industry is vast, and Jackson's skill set as an actor has already been proven in a variety of roles across different mediums. Whether he chooses to pursue film, television, or even theater, there are countless opportunities for him to explore. His loyal fanbase will undoubtedly follow him wherever he goes, eager to support him in whatever projects he takes on next. Jackson himself has made it clear that his decision to step away from GH was a difficult one, but one that was necessary for his personal life and well-being. With his focus now on his family, there's a renewed sense of balance that may provide him the time and space to explore new professional challenges. His ability to dive into new and exciting roles will no doubt lead to some memorable projects in the future, and fans are eager to see what comes next for the actor. Whether it's a new television series, a feature film, or a return to the stage, Jonathan Jackson's talents will continue to captivate audiences, and his next chapter is sure to be just as compelling as his time on General Hospital.